Hello, Laree Art here, back with another book review. This one is again by Linda Ravenscroft, and it is titled How to Draw and Paint Fairyland, a step-by-step guide to creating the world of fairies. Now I'm going to flip over to, tore it a little bit. It's soft-covered. This is the spine of it. It has a little cartoon emoji looking thing on there. I forget what to actually call it. Or illustration on it, rather. Author, title, company. The back of it is really nice. It says the pricing over in the lower right, $21.99. The website as well, if that's still even a thing. I shop at Barnes & Nobles. I used to shop at Borders. I shopped at Overstock.com and Amazon.com. Now here is when you first open it. Has a nice illustration and the title. Again, nice illustrations and cover. Or not cover, but page before the content page. Have the copyright 2008 and all the other information you need, such as project editor, art editor, designer, and so on and so forth. And I believe it's like publisher and then like the company or like the publisher's house or something like that. I forgot what I don't know. It's a corporation though. But the contents, Chapter 1, Getting Started. Chapter 2, Picture Making. The next one, Chapter 3, Inventing Fairyland. Chapter 4 is the gallery. There are 128 pages. This is the intro. It's a very beautiful book. Has from start to finish renderings, step-by-step progression drawings. And the chapters will have it when you arrive to it, going from one to the next. Lovely artwork, lovely illustrations. Again, there are different mediums and how to use them. And yes, I do recommend figuring out what is kiddie grade, student grade, and artist grade. It's very helpful to have such information. Just gonna skip pages after a while. And then other useful media. Very good information to have. Shows you how to create Fairyland weather and how to create the effect. What colors to use depending on the palette. Gathering Fairyland inspiration. It's always good to take pictures, to use Photoshop when you can, to get a good layout. It's okay to trace. Even Leonardo da Vinci and others of like masters of old, they traced, they had apprentices help them finish artwork and everything else. I used to hear a lot like gatekeeping for artwork and for how people draw or how you go about things and techniques. And some people would say you're not a real artist if you trace. You're not a real artist if you don't know how to draw and only do digital. But since then, since 28 years ago, art and the how-tos and everything have definitely changed. It's okay to trace. It's okay to use other techniques besides knowing how to hand draw. Art is subjective. Don't let anyone tell you how to do art one way or another. But moving on, there's different types of things in Fairyland that you can learn how to draw, such as rocks, stones, and water. Core techniques, like a basic flat wash or background. There's fairy environments and the how-to, depending on what environment you'd love for your piece of artwork. I love this one. It's an ice fairy and creating it based on what you collect for it, references, and things like that. Sorry, I'm in my car. I'm not outside right now. I'm actually just parked at a bookstore right now. Before I go in, I just wanted to do a couple things. And here are some other artists' works within the book. Again, this is from A Midsummer Night's Dream. I have actually read the play, and I believe if there is a live action, I believe I've seen that before. Here's Mushroom Villages. Again, you can just like take pictures outside. You can get AI pictures. Some people gatekeep the art world and say it's not good to use AI or prefer not to. I prefer not to, and at the same time, trying to be more open to using it. Like trying to give it a chance, basically. But not to the point where it takes jobs and stuff. Castles in Fairyland. And again, this book is really nice, has a gallery in the back. And I believe this is like a how-to. Let's see if I can find the other page. Ah, yes. So this is titled A Midsummer Feast, and it shows what you need. Again, this is a great book. It shows you step by step what to use, what she used for this, and from rough sketch, background washing, and how to place things. Like here, it's okay to trace or draw and then put and place them in the different environments, like each one a separate drawing to place either in Photoshop or on tracing paper. I've done this before with a few of my artworks where I draw them individually, cut them out, and then place them to get an idea of where I want them to be in the overall composition. Fill in the color. Shows you different, like, step by step. Again, it's a beautiful book. And I love fantasy art. I have a book that I'm going to do a review on, and it is by Meredith Dillman. She does anime style fairy drawing. That's something that I really love. So definitely going to do a review on that book that I have. And then back here you have ready to draw files. You can trace them. You can use them as practice for your own. A lot of artists are kind enough to do things like this, where you can practice drawing your own fairy world and taking the basic structures and figures and clothings and changing it so that you won't go into the whole copyright infringement. And if you look up the rules, you can do this. Or, again, AI has been around since like the 80s or 90s, but it's getting to be very much more intricate and lifelike looking. So Again, you can create your own. You can use others' references and stuff for free. I also have a playlist titled Lady Laree's References, where I do include books like this. And I do take pictures while out and about. Now this is the index. Can't really get a clear shot of it. There it goes. Didn't want to make this too long, but yes. Book review, a little advice and bits of information. And yeah. This is Linda Ravenscroft's How to Draw and Paint Fairyland step-by-step guide to creating the world of fairies. Hope you enjoyed the review. Let me know if you have any recommendations that you would like to see and be reviewed. And have a good day, afternoon, evening, or night. Bye.